Okay, if you're still with me, this is number 3. If you're still with me, then well done and thank you. Um, and I didn't say in my first video that if you're learning guitar or learning anything new, I really respect you. I think it's a really brave thing to do, to learn a new skill, a new discipline, because um, you're gonna. It's tough. It's tough, and you're gonna have to work at it, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna have to persevere, and that's what that's what we're good at. So stick with it. Take your time. It is not a race. Do not race anything. You won't get there any quicker. As far as practice goes, I would suggest that you really limit your time on the instrument to begin with. Make it short bursts, or not even bursts, maybe that's the wrong word, just short visits to the instrument. Just like if you're nurturing a plant, water it a little and often. 5 minutes. Learn to put the guitar down. Go and do something else. Take your time. And then maybe half an hour later, or if you know, in the evening, pick it up again. 5 minutes. Just, or maybe less. Just pick it up. Pick it up. Alright, so maybe try and do like 2 5 minutes a day, and then 3 5 minutes a day. And if you can, do 4 5 minutes a day. If you want to play, you're going to do that. Don't sit down like every 3 days and think, oh, I've got to play, and then you start playing, and you get into it, and then you play for an hour. I made this mistake. I used to play every day, and I'd sit down and I'd play and play and play for hours. It's not the way to do it. I wish I'd done it differently. I'm giving you my best advice, which is to just pick up the guitar for a little bit, and to start with anyway. You're not going to have enough to do. You build up in time. Then it'll be 10 minutes, and when the clock goes, put the guitar down. Learn to put the guitar down. Learn to pick it up, and learn to put it down when the time's right. When your time is up. It's visits to the guitar that's important, not the long sessions. It's the same with exam learning or revision or any skill. The time that you spend away from the instrument, your subconscious will be working on it will still be, if you practice right, it will just, your brain, when you're away from the instrument, your subconscious will still be cogitating, working it out, and when you go back, you'll find everything's great. And sometimes, I mean, this is the other thing with the learning curve. Well, it's called a curve, where they say it goes like, I mean, that's a curve, right? Some kind of exponential kind of scenario, but the reality is that it's going to go like, sort of like that, and you think, oh yeah, and then it's going to go, you feel it goes like that. Suddenly, oh shit, man, I'm back and then it starts 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sometimes be 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and you feel, get used to that curve, that learning, that cycle of, it's like you see a mountain peak and you're climbing the mountain, and then you realize, heck, I'm miles from it. I've got to go down into this valley, and then I've got to climb up the other side. You think, and then you realize there's another valley, and you're still miles from the mountaintop. This is a natural, this is just the way it is. So it's a really brave thing to do. Stay with it. Don't give up. Just keep persevering, gently persevering. I'm going to sign out now because 5 minutes is over, and there's a lot there I've said that I think you should really think about your ways to practice. And I've not even talked about playing it. I'm just trying to give you some preliminary advice, guidelines about how to go about, how to think about the instrument. Okay, out.